What's up, guys? So we're gonna be installing these headlights from Luoma Motors on WhatsApp. Interesting way of communicating, but nevertheless worked out great. Use PayPal goods and services, so no problems there. So we bought this on Facebook, and here we are with the lights installed, all working. So let's get into the video. This off. Alright, I guess let's get started with the tear down. Alright, down here we got a few things to take out. This you could leave in. So we're gonna be following this whole fender liner out. Up here we got an 8mm hex. I think that's 10mm hex. Another 8mm hex. This one is a Torx for some reason. Then we got a T30 up here. And with that, we should just be able to pull this out. Here we got our wiring harness that connects into the headlight right there. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Gonna go do the same thing to the other side. Perfect. All right, and this one's gonna give us access to this headlight over here. So next, we got all of these to take off, and this is gonna help us pull away the bumper from the rest of the car. All these up here are gonna be some T30s for you. That should allow us to pull away the front part of this. This bracket we're gonna have to pull out to get the headlight out, but we'll get to that afterwards. Then we got two 8mm, I believe, down here. Those are also gonna be holding on the bumper. Here we got a bunch of 8mm. First, you just gotta unclip this top part from these metal clips that are up on here. Just pull straight out. And over here, I believe we should be disconnected. Yeah. Before I continue, I'm going to disconnect the battery. That way we can start messing with the electrical and all that. For that, I'm just gonna head over to the trunk. Here we can pull out like that. That's gonna expose our battery over here. Maybe a little bit hard to see, but all you gotta do, slap a 10mm on there, loosen that up, and I'm gonna grab a cloth, and that's gonna allow you to separate the negative terminal, keep it separated as we work on the car. Stuff that in there, and that's gonna prevent that from ever touching while you work on it. Keep everything safe. This side, yeah. So this is where we have the parking sensors connect up. Essentially, you can see on this side, this connector is supposed to squeeze it out like that on both sides. I don't know if this side really matters, but whatever. Now we should be free in theory. Oh, that's fun. When your whole entire grill falls out. Alright, well, this stuff gets fixed. We'll go back over here. So first things first, this connector. Again, it's gonna be a squeeze on both sides. Try to wiggle it off. Next, we'll get to some of the bolts holding this in. Right here, it's gonna connect to the front side. It's got a 10 mil. And it also reconnected right up here. One bolt over here. That one you're gonna have to reach in from here. This one, I'm gonna need an extension for, so I grab one of those. Looks like we should just have this top bracket now, and that is going to be a probably T25. You do want to make sure you are holding the headlight, because if you don't, chances are it's just gonna fall out. Now you can just pull this straight on out. There we go. Have the first headlight out. This is gonna be headlight on this side. Here. As you can see, we got 6 pins here. Overall build of this is slightly different, of course, because it's not OEM, but we got 3 pins on the bottom, 3 pins in the middle up there, 3 pins on the bottom, 3 pins in the middle up there. So this is the 2019 Plus version of the Ikon Replica headlight. If you have a 2015 to 2017 car, it's going to use one of these ones, which I unfortunately bought the wrong version of at first. So we have these, and just going to try to pull this out without dropping anything. And on this one, you can see it's completely different on the back. You got these load resistors since you're on the 2015 version, and instead of those 6 pins here, you have 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top. So that obviously is not going to work on the model year 18 plus cars. Obvious, I say, as I bought the wrong one. But anyways, let's continue. Over here, let's remove this plastic protective layer. You can see this light does look pretty good. Overall good quality. Purchased from Luoma Motors on WhatsApp/Facebook. Looks pretty good. The nice thing about this is you can't really see any of the LEDs behind the DRL like you can on that one over there, with the BMW adaptive LED wording on here. Unfortunately, this is not actually adaptive, but whatever, it's for the looks, right? I'm assuming this is the way to take it off. Oh, yeah. Pry up on the bottom right there, and then it slides right off. Perfect. Looks like you got another one down here. This one just slides right off. This one also just slides right off. So you want this to go in like that. That's gonna clip into place. Same thing with this one. Also gonna slide this on. That should also clip into place. This one I didn't touch before. Alright, let's get this boy in. When you're putting this in, just want to make sure you're behind this rubber piece here. Again, we're gonna have the this part towards the front. Same thing over here. Now, let's head back over to the other side. Yeah, so this is gonna allow you to slide it back and forth if needed. Alright, so you just wanna make sure that connector is in correctly with that. So you got the bigger ones on the bottom. This is just gonna slide right on. Here are gonna be the same exact thing. Got the big ones on the bottom, big ones on the bottom again. And that's just gonna slide onto that. Let's do a quick wiggle, make sure it's on there. Don't want water in any of these connectors. Not a good time, can confirm. All right, next step, slap on the bumper cover. So we could get parking sensors turned in, or the car won't be angry when we put it on. Do you wanna grab that side? Grab this side. I'm just gonna, these clips on the bumper.
Yeah, but like,
So I'm trying to get this lined up. I'm gonna reconnect the parking sensors right there. Throw on the 10 mil again. Let's go back to the trunk. It's time to reconnect the battery. So I'm just gonna reconnect the negative terminal again. Just like that. And then it's gonna slide over like that. Make sure it's nice and tight. I guess now it's time to see what you gotta do for coating. Ew, this is disgusting.
I felt that actually. Oh my god.
Oh.
Hi, girlies!
Wait, do I not need to coat it?
Hi, girlies!
This is literally plug and play.
So cute!
Looks like they're working. I'm gonna pause this here. We'll be back once it's ready. So one thing I forgot to mention earlier is you do have vertical and horizontal adjustment on these headlights. Both of these are going to be 6mm Allen keys. This one is going to adjust your vertical adjustment. This one's your horizontal adjustment. Then same thing on the other side. The inner one is your vertical adjustment. Outside is your horizontal adjustment. They do have some Phillips head screws in there, which in theory won't strip out, but mine actually did strip out pretty quickly, so just switched over to the Allen keys, and those are much better. Here we are a few months later. A little bit lazy with making the second part of this video, but we got the headlights all installed. Obviously, many changes to the car, new hood, got all these decals on the side. But yeah, the new headlights do look pretty good. If you get down here, you could see how the shape is of the DRLs. They do look pretty good, much better than the original Halos, in my opinion. Some people do prefer the old ones, but hey, this is the reason you're getting these lights, for the look, right? There are a few coating things that you might have to do, but either you could give it a shot with what's in the description, or just try to find someone that you could pay to do it. It's honestly the easiest option. It's what I ended up doing, just because I didn't know where to start with it. But yeah, take it out for a spin. Finally got the lights angled exactly how I want them to be. So yeah, I'll take a look at how it looks. Right now I just got the DRLs on, so obviously don't have too much light output. Let's flick them to the auto position. It's gonna turn them on, and you'll see them dip first and then go back up like the original headlights do. So you got that dip down and then back to their level tight. So this is approximately what I've found is the best option. You're not blinding any people, and you're also able to see. So as you can see, there's not like a sharp cutoff with the light pattern, but it's not too bad. So follows the ECE standards. I think that's what it's called. As you can see, light output honestly is not too bad. Do you have like a decent throw? Again, these headlights are slightly adjusted from what they came as. I found that it was a little bit too low originally, so I angled it up, but then I had people high beaming me, and I was like, oh, you know, my headlights are probably way too high right now, so I ended up adjusting that. Now we're back down at like what seems to be a good elevation. Obviously, with the actual adaptive headlights, OEM from BMW, they will be turning left and right as you drive and as you steer. I believe that system activates around 40 miles per hour, but unfortunately with these lights, they're not adaptive. Although they move up and down, they are not actually adaptive. So they're not going to be moving up and down based off your acceleration or braking. Plus, it's also not going to be going left and right based off your steering. You can see as we pull up next to this Honda, our lights do very much overpower. It's always a good thing. Yeah. Right next to us we got a Tahoe. Halogen lights. Looks like our spread about the same. So I can see oncoming traffic. I can still see the road. If they're uphill, it's a little bit more difficult than if they're high beams. We got so much more light. Definitely helps you see a good amount more. It does seem like they are actually a little bit brighter in the daytime, at least, than the stock Ikon headlights. Just a quick comparison that you could see with one of my buddies who has a M4 Vert. You can kind of see how the headlights on my car are a little bit brighter than what his DRLs look like. Hopefully you guys find this night drive useful. Hopefully you get some good information out of how the headlights look. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment if this helped you. If you got any questions, shoot down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. Always happy to help there.